Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Still Nothing But a G Thing. We are your favorite girlfriends, T
and Andrea, AP.
aka AP, and we are here to talk about all things G. So, today's topic is growth. Of course, the G of all G's, right? But of course, with every other episode, we start with our growth moment. So, AP, you want to get us started?
Yeah, so life been life in here lately.
As it does. As it does.
It's been life in. But for me, growth meant that in all of the things, I'm just going to trust in God. I mean, lean on him so far that the stick is breaking, bending over lean. Like, whatever I try to do, it hasn't been working. So I really have no choice. And who else better to lean on? So that's where I'm at. And that's different for me. So that's growth. Because, I would try my own way or try to think about it or figure it out analytically or pray about it and then still worry and everything is still like, oh, okay, this how I'm gonna move because I think it's right. But like truly now I'm not moving without consulting.
So you're in like
the big G.
Total, there you go, right? So you're in total like surrender mode at this point.
Yes.
That's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. All too well.
What about you?
So my growth moment is releasing the energy of perfection. Girl, you know it's a journey.
That's a good one.
You know it's a journey for me. Like it's because I, of course that stems back to my childhood, right? And just things in life. But
so what made you decide that like now is going to release that? Yeah.
You know what? Is realizing that when I'm doing certain things, like the amount of stress it causes me and brings to me, trying to make everything so perfect. And it's just like, why? Especially for little things. It's like, why? Why am I putting this stress on myself? For something so small.
Right.
It's just not necessary.
And it's good acknowledging that you're putting the stress on yourself. It's not really somebody else saying it had to be this way.
Yeah, no, it's me putting all of that energy, like all of that on myself. So it's like learning to release it. And I'm not there 100% because this is baby steps. As you say, growth ain't got to be grown. But it's like when I recognize it, just stepping back and being like, okay, I'm letting it go.
Yeah, I'm super proud of you because I'm not like a perfectionist type. I'm like, if one or two things is off, it's still an A. It's 97, 96, it's still an A. It'd be all right. Nobody's going to get it perfect.
Right.
I mean, it look good. It's okay.
And as long as it works, as long as it's doing what it need to do, as long as it's moving the way it need to move, like... That's all that matters.
I mean, I baked the cake. I ain't follow the directions all the way. It was still cake. The cake was still good.
Was it still?
It rise, it didn't fall. Look, I slammed the door to the stove, the oven. It ain't fall like Grandma used to say. I don't trust nothing else.
I don't gotta open my oven door.
Yeah, I don't gotta do 100 no more. So stomp on the floor and some more. That cake still was good to go.
It's like, what was it good though? Was it good?
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
That's definitely a big one for me. But I feel good about it.
It was good.
I feel good about it.
So while we talking about growth and growing, your girls is doing it a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Our podcast is now available on all of the streaming.
All the big streaming platforms.
We got like Spotify,
iHeartRadio, Amazon, Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere, guys. So yes.
Yeah.
Round of applause to growth.
And we really appreciate all the feedback, all the love, all the everything. Like, we're gonna get better as we go, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you for sharing your growth moments. There have been some great conversations, so we appreciate y'all. Keep it up. We're gonna keep it up too.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it.
While
we're talking about growth, sometimes growth can be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Very.
and you also have lessons learned, and that usually applies as something went wrong first.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what does growth look like to you? Does that necessarily mean you did something wrong, or?
And I mean, that's a good question, because I think like the thought is like, oh, something went wrong. But I was thinking about this, and I think it's like, it didn't go wrong. It actually went right, right? Because I think it was like, for me, getting freed from my 9 to 5, laid off, aka freed, pushed me into and catapulted me into the space that I'm in now, allowing me to be able to focus on the things that I want to truly focus on, and moving in the purpose and path that God wants me on, right? And so, even though at the time that sucked, it was right, because it was what I needed to put me where I needed to be. Right. So I think we go through a lot of things, and at the time it seems like, oh, this is going wrong, when it's actually going right, because it's hopefully shifting you in a different direction, and more in the direction of where you need to be versus where you are. Right. So.
Yeah, and I think sometimes lessons learned, like something did go wrong, it can be positive as well, because you learn like what not to do. I mean, especially like being a parent, and looking at the way our parents did things, and then you take some of that stuff and you want to raise your kids with it, but it's also some of the things that they did that you're like, hell no, you're not doing that in my house.
No, we're not doing that.
You're not doing that in my house. So it's all good. I mean, I think it's all good to take from it everything, because it's happening the way it's supposed to happen. So now that you have your choice which way you want to go, I mean, I think you're still going to end up in the same spot where you're supposed to be.
Right.
It might take you longer, but you still going to get there.
You're still going to get there. So, like, what does growth actually, like, mean to you? And what does it actually look like to you?
It means doing something better than I did before. Or getting a different outcome that put me in a better position. Right. And what it looks like is sometimes something so small. Actually sitting down and having a conversation versus being very reactive and just like murking, or just pausing and taking a deep breath and realizing like, what would WWJD? Right. We're taking it because back, that's what I'm trying to do. Right. So, growth for me right now is really like looking like that. Pause, girl.
Yeah.
Don't revert back to what you did before, because it didn't work. So yeah, I mean, I guess growth does look different to different people. Though. Right. It definitely does.
Right. And of course, it also depends on what type of growth you're talking about, right? Because there are different aspects of growth. But I agree with you 100%. Like, and my thought is in line with yours, is like growth is stepping out of who you are to become the person that you want to be, right? And that means doing things different and doing them different so you get a different outcome, right? So it's all in line. It's like not wanting to do the same things over and over and over again, because where has that gotten you? Especially if it's not gotten you to the place that you want to be.
Right.
So it's like always like,
and that's the key. Where do you want to be? What's the end state or end goal?
Right.
And taking a progression to that.
Right. Absolutely.
Because if you're not making moves forward, you stagnate.
Yeah. Exactly. And what is it? What is the saying? Like what is it? Stagnation or growth or comfort is like the death of growth, or something like that. It's essentially like when you get comfortable and you just stay stagnant, it's like you're slowly kind of like metaphorically like killing yourself, because it's like what are you doing to like be better? Like what are you doing to like aspire to or whatever? It's just like it's not a good place to be stagnant and just to be like in a state of comfort all the time.
Yeah, because then it starts getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Stay in any position, like imagine laying on your pillow and going to sleep, and you stayed in that same position for longer than, however long time, and it don't feel good no more.
Right.
So you gotta move.
You gotta move.
So many people experience growth only after crisis and trauma or something negative. Can you pinpoint what the catalyst was for your growth journey? I know you kind of hit on it a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that was me getting free was a more recent thing, but I think for like the kind of like larger catalyst was, I would say, probably like around when I turned 30. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, listen, I'm going through a 30 life crisis. That's what I used to I was like, I'm going through a 30 life crisis right now. Forget that midlife. 30s, because it was like as soon as I hit 30, it was like, man, things just started really shifting for me, and it was like I started questioning a lot of things that was going on. Like I was like, I'm not happy. Like, is this really like everything? Like, is this how it is? Is going to be the rest of my life? Like forever? So it was like I really started to question a lot of things around that time. So I would say that was kind of like the bigger kind of catalyst of change that started to occur.
What, did you just wake up like that? Like,
no, it was literally like, honestly, it was a lot of deaths. A lot of death was happening around me. Like my grandmother passed that year. It was crazy because it was like I got married that year. Mm-hmm. I turned 30 that year, so it was like literally like those great things. But then I also, complete transparency, like I got a DUI that year. I had like my grandmother pass, my dog passed while I was at my grandmother's funeral. Like my uncle, like two of my uncles passed, and it was just like, man,
that's another question. A whole lot. I'm like, love it.
It was like, it was a lot, and I think it was kind of like a wake up moment a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, like let me even though like I'm alive and life is great and all these things. Mm-hmm. I mean, like life is seemingly good. There's a lot of shit going on, and I just really need to kind of evaluate some things. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of like, like a snowball effect from there.
Yeah, I think it's funny how you point out the age 30, because I think it's like those kind of milestone birthdays and what you expect are supposed to happen by this time.
Yeah.
So usually like around like 20, everybody's starting to graduate from college and stuff, and then you're trying to figure out your career and what you're going to do. And then like 30 is like when you kind of say, okay, well, I'm going to get married and have children or whatever have you. Because I absolutely was the same way. Like, wrote it down in a book. Okay, I want to have more kids and all that at 30. Want to buy a house, and all of the things happened at that age. So it was really like, okay, what's next? And then so while all of those things are happening through the ages of 30, then we get to the 40s, and it's like, okay, well, what's next? How are we going to step this up a little bit more? Mm-hmm. It's like you're always trying to achieve something more and more and more and more and more and more. Mm-hmm. So as we're always evolving and always growing, there will be a point that when it's time to settle down. Mm-hmm. But what does that look like, and when does that happen?
Right. Well, see, like that's an interesting question, because it's like I do think we get to a point where we like settle down. Mm-hmm. But I think that you're still, even within that, you're still growing, right? Like, I feel like definitely, of course, when you in your 20s, you look at 40 something years old, we look back and we're like, definitely I'm not the same person I was when I was in my 20s or in my 30s, and when I was in my 30s I'm not the same person I was in my 20s. And I think that shift continues to happen even as we get older. I think it just is not as major, right? Like, I think the shifts and the growth and the changes are just not as major as you get older. But they're still...
Yeah, the growth moments are just different.
Yeah.
It can be as small as like, look, I'm going to exercise and get off of this insulin. Mm-hmm. It can change up like, yeah. Like I'm gonna spend more time, with my grandkids,
right,
or whatever
right,
have you.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we always keep growing, but the growth just is a different kind of growth journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So what would you say is probably like your biggest lesson in, in your growth journey, or not even like your biggest lesson, but like a lesson that has resonated with you, like that's kind of like set, like I guess taking up more space in your spirit.
It's one of those things that I going through therapy and stuff is like, what would you tell your younger self? Mm-hmm. Is that you don't have to. Society puts a lot on us, about like, okay, when you're 20, this is where you should be. When you're 30, this is where you should be. Shoot, even knowing like when you're in, middle school, what high school you're gonna go to, and then what college. It's like it's so much pressure to get there or to know everything in advance. Now I would say like just relax. Just relax and roll with it, because like I said, at the end of the day, where you're supposed to be, you're gonna get there. But you're not supposed to know everything in advance of it happening. I mean, I guess, be a good student, do what you're supposed to do, be a nice person, eat the right foods, but I mean, just chill and relax a little bit. Yeah. Like that's, for me, is what I'm really learning right now. It's like I've always tried to be a good girl and do the right things, and that's a lot.
That in itself.
That's a lot, because that's a lot of pressure. I'm being the oldest child. Yeah. You want to leave, make a path for your siblings, and it's like, okay, well, why is all that responsibility mine? Like, why? Shoot, I'm like, okay, chill, relax, like, breathe.
That part.
Yeah, breathe.
That part.
Breathe. It's going to be all right.
And it will.
Mm-hmm.
Always will. I would say, like, the biggest probably lesson for me is the pivot is real. Like, pivoting, having to pivot. And I think that when we're younger, I think throughout life, we always have to pivot. I think that...
When you say pivot, what do you mean pivot?
Like, adjust and move different, right? So it's like, for me, my pivot was... One of the bigger pivots more recently, of course, was when I got laid off. It was, all right, man, what do I do now? Because I've always, for one, I've had a job since I was 13. I stayed with money in my pocket.
Boss. But you had, boss.
That's tired. I stayed with money in my pocket. But yeah, like, so going from having a job for that long to not having a job was like, whoa, shit. Like, this is a very weird feeling.
Right, and you're a hustler. Like, you hustle. Like, you got a 9 to 5, but you also got like 15 other 9 to 10.
Right. Well, and so, but you make a good point though. It was like, I got free from my 9 to 5, and I still had my businesses. But then even with that, it was like, okay, like, how do I want to move with these? Like, are these where I really want to focus my time and my energy towards? Is this where I like see myself truly building? And it wasn't like, that's not where God was leading me. God was like, I want you to do this. So that was kind of like the bigger pivot. But again, I think we always pivot throughout life. It's like, okay, like when you graduate from college or high school, it's like your pivot is to go into college. And if you graduate or you leave college before you graduate, it's like figuring that out, finding a job. When you got to a point early in your career, you were like, okay, I want to make more money or whatever. It's like, okay, do I stay on this path? Like, how do I? So I think we make minor pivots throughout life. I think, again, once you get older, though, I think the, how can I say, the impact of those pivots are bigger because now you have a family.
Right.
Now you have a mortgage. You got real bills that you got that need to be paid, right? So it's like now I can't just, make these like these are not small decisions that need to be made. And it's like also making sure that you have the support system and everything else to be able to move the way you need to move. So it's like the pivot is very real. But it is one of those things that's necessary, in order for growth. I feel.
Yeah, what I love for you is that you were able to have the opportunity to have time to figure out what your next move was going to be, how you were going to pivot, because I know sometimes out of desperation, a lot of people do a lot of things that they wouldn't necessarily choose because I gotta replace this check now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have time to like figure out my next move. Like, I literally just gotta jump into something till something else happens.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm very happy for you. I'm grateful that you were able to have that time and that it seems like everything is working out well for you.
Thank you, Boo.
So working from you was 13. Like, you put in that work.
and that was one of the things. It was like I had to tell myself, like, and that was kind of a growth moment too. It was like afterwards, it was like thinking about, as soon as I got laid off, it's like, okay, like thinking about what's next. Like, what do I need to do to make sure I, have some income and all these other things.
Yep.
And thankfully, of course, supported my amazing husband, but then also, and we'll get into these things later, financial things, right? Is like making financial decisions to better set yourself up for the future, right? And it's like, I had some of those things that I could fall back on, but it's also one of those where it's just like, like I still was like, okay, I need to find the next thing. And it was very hard for me to sit back and be like taking a break. So it was like weird to be like, you know what? No, like chill, like you say, relax, like let it flow, like it'll happen. But it was a new space for me to be in because I had never been in that space. So it's like I'm always like, I need to go, I need the next thing.
Yeah.
Versus like, yo, no, chill, sit your ass down, chill, chill out for a second, okay? Which is what I needed.
I noticed that you've been doing a lot of posting on your social media stuff every morning, like affirmations and hyping me up. But I don't know if that you post so it can hype you up. But Absolutely. What are the things that you do to reinforce your positive outlook on your growing moment?
Right. Those affirmations. Like I tell people all the time, it's like the stuff I post, I'm happy that it helps other people. But a lot of it I posted is like for myself. It's like real talk to myself. Like note to self. Like this is for you. Like this is what I need to do. This is what affirms me and keeps me going and motivates me. And so I posted in hopes of it helping other people. But it's definitely for me, you know. And then meditation, prayer, a lot of meditation and prayer keeps me going. I try to do it every morning to get my day started because I be up early sometimes. But yeah, I mean it's having that time to calm my nervous system, calm my mind and my body and my spirit, and reconnect with God and myself to know,
Yeah, because I know sometimes we're all guilty of like just getting up in the morning and rushing to the day or reaching over for your cell phone, checking your news, which is social media.
Yeah.
If you like me, I don't watch the news, but if social media is talking about it, I'm gonna go look it up. But yeah, like for me too, like this year being intentional, I decided that I was gonna get up earlier in the morning because when I try to figure out my day, like no. It's so crazy once it gets to rolling. So, I try to make my bedtime definitely 10 o'clock. I would like to go to bed earlier, but it's usually no way. Because by the time somebody get home from practice and we eat and all that, it's 9:30. So, getting up early in the morning and stretching and praying and just talking to God like I'm talking to you has been very helpful for me to start to get my day moving. Like my perspective has changed on some things. It just puts me in a different mindset rather than just go 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 go.
Yeah. And I think sometimes like that's the reason why it's good to take that time in the morning to like prepare yourself for the day, right? Because it's like if you just like start jumping into it, it's like I think that's why we end up having like bad days or things stress us out a little bit more than they should and all of this other stuff, because it's like we just haven't even taken the time for ourselves to like collect ourselves, collect our thoughts, and to speak life into ourselves in the morning, right? Like because that's so necessary. Like it's so needed and necessary. And I know for me at least it helps me get through a lot of things throughout my day and a lot of just situations in general. So now with you, like I know with growth and you speak about therapy, like is that one of the things that you've incorporated into your life that has helped you like through this entire growth process as well?
I've been going to therapy for a couple of years. I started out probably 2 days a week, like I was in I was in a complete mess. But now I go once a week, and just having that sounding board or that person that just kind of sees me, like I can be totally transparent with her, like tell her my deepest, darkest secrets. And for me, I think that's what therapy is all about. Because she helps me see perspective and make different kinds of connections. And like, I wish she was my homegirl. Like, I want to be with her all the time. Like, she's my best friend, and I don't even know nothing about her for real because she doesn't ever really talk about her stuff.
Right.
Like, so I feel guilty sometimes when I just be rambling and and she'll say, "Well, good."
And you're like,
I
"That's
didn't
not you."
Then I'm like, I feel like I didn't set it off. You know, even though I had girlfriends and different stuff and a village to talk to, like she was actually the one. Like, yeah, lean on them. You know, because we're all guilty of that. Like being like, oh, they got a lot going on in their life, or they got business, or whatever, and so you don't want to dump on them.
Right.
But I honestly feel like when a person comes to me and asks to talk or confide in me, I feel grateful
that they chose
me. You know, that they, respect me or love me that much that they actually like wanted to, needed me in that moment.
Right.
So I'm grateful for those opportunities. So my prayer is that everybody is grateful when I come to them too. I mean, at the end of the day, if you ain't, I'm sorry. Because I love you and I need you right now. I definitely don't think I'm the most neediest person, but yeah, when I need you. And I ain't afraid to say, I need you. I used to try to keep it to myself, but baby, like I'm telling y'all, that don't work.
Right. But then I think that's also a thing, right? It's like when you come to somebody and you like, especially when you don't really go to people and you come, it's like, I'm coming because I need to be here right now.
Right.
So,
but I also realize that people have their own stuff that they're going through. So like, if you don't have the capacity, I can respect that because I do feel like there's times where people have come to me and I didn't have the capacity either, and I took it on and my unhealthy self took it on, and then their problem felt like it was my problem. I want to solve it, and I ain't God. Baby, I can give you a word of listen. But sometimes, we be like, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Like, don't say nothing. Just listen to me. Let me get it off my chest. You don't got to solve it. You ain't got to tell me what to do. Just let me be.
Right.
And then hug me and pick me up, give me some tissue in my mess.
Right.
But yeah, that's a really big for me in terms of growth, is just actually trusting people enough to be able to, ask for help or just, let them know that I need them.
But that's also a good point that you made, though, too, about capacity. Because there's growth in understanding that you can't always have, and you're not always at your capacity to be able to take on other people's issues and what they're going through. And they're not like never, right? It's not like you're going through something and why are you going through that? I ain't got no capacity. It's just one of those things where, okay, today I just don't have the capacity to, listen and be there for you the way you need me to be. But you just give me like tomorrow or the next day, and let me get my shit together. Yeah. And then I can be there for you the way you need to be, because I think that, and that's the important part. It's like it's not that I don't want to be there for you. It's just that I can't be there for you the way you need me to be, right? And so if I can't do that, then it's kind of like hurting both of us. Because it's like, I can't give you what you need, and then I walk away feeling even more depleted than I was to begin with. Right. And, like, where does that leave us, right? So it's like understanding and having people in your circle who are understanding of what that capacity looks like.
And then also, like, we have to do a better job of talking and setting boundaries. Not just setting boundaries in terms of, like, somebody breaks your boundary, then you tell them you broke the boundary, but setting it up in advance, like letting people know, like, I go through a lot in my own home, so I want to be here for you, but right now I'm going through a season, right? And so it kind of sets them up, like, to know, like, I might not be the one. I might not be the one.
No, that's perfect. That is perfect. It's like, hey, I'm going through a lot right now myself, so it's like you're going through a lot too. We can't both be pulling ourselves down into, what is it, the what is it called, the dark spot, not dark spot,
the sunken place.
we both can't be pulling each other down into the sunken.
Yeah, we both
gonna be falling in that joint together, like. So no, we need somebody who's not.
And I can't swim, so we drowning. We drowning. I think I can swim a little bit,
right? But we
drowning.
It's enough to get myself to the edge. Yeah. I can't carry nobody else right now.
I'm sorry.
So that is the important thing, for sure. So if there is one word that you can use to describe your growth journey, or where you are in your growth journey, what would that one word be?
Doing. Yeah, I'm in the doing phase. It's time to stand on business. Like, I feel like my life has been kind of going in a circle of learning lessons, but not doing. Yeah. And so I keep ending up in the same space. So this year I'm leaning so that I can do whatever he wants me to do. So this is my year of do.
Great word.
What about
my word is obedience. And it kind of falls in line with your do, because it is being obedient to do the things that I need to do and move the way that he wants me to move, so I can reap all of the blessings and everything that is in store.
And it ain't
the abundance.
It ain't easy.
It's not.
It's not
like it's not on some very basic level shit. Sometimes it's like, but it's understanding that it's all for the greater good of you.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, this is all right. This is pushing me. This is not comfortable, and nor should it be, because growth is going to require you to be uncomfortable. But understanding that the end result is so much better. Right.
Yep. The promise.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep trying. So. We fall down, but we get up.
That is the thing.
That's the thing.
That
like,
is the thing.
Look, we don't own the rights to any of these songs. You know, but we know them.
That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. So aside from like, and I think we kind of touched on it earlier a little bit. It's like, you know, you have your therapy, you have your, you know, routine of like getting up early in the morning and stuff like that. Are there any other things? And I think you kind of hit on it when you talked about boundaries, but are there specific boundaries or other things that you do to protect your energy, as you're going through this process?
Yeah, I open up my mouth and I talk a lot more. Very guilty of holding everything inside. You know, thinking like you're not nagging or thinking that you're not arguing or whatever have you. But that's not benefiting anybody, neither party, you know. In your relationship, in your friendships, you know. Yeah, you have to express like how you feel and you know what they did, how that made me feel, and you know, and try to grow from there instead of, you know, just holding all inside and then being angry and bitter when that person didn't even get an opportunity to try to fix it or an opportunity to try to explain what it is happening from their perspective. I mean, because, you know, we all grow up different. Yeah. We all have different experiences, and it's very much up to us to understand that everybody is different. Right. At the end of the day, right, everybody's different, and we have to understand those differences and to decide, can we live with them or not. Facts. So I'm doing a lot more of that. You know, just being more expressive without animation, because I was looking at the couples therapy, and you know, sometimes I like to think, or I like to think that if I'm loud or if I'm arguing or if I'm upset, it's because I'm passionate. I feel very strongly about this. But are we going to get what we want by approaching it that way? And I think sometimes we got to get smart about that. Like, we approach a lot of different things that way, like in order to get a discount or in order to get a promotion. Like, we take the time to like sugarcoat our message or to make sure our message is going to be received. But we also have to use that same skill set when, you know, dealing with people closer to us. Yes. Most definitely. I know there is going to be a little bit of passion. There is going to be more, because it's heart. You know, it's your heart. It's really deeper than, you know, my supervisor don't see me, like, oh well. I'm going home at 4:00. I ain't got to see your ass to tomorrow, so I don't care. Right. But you know, so it's deeper than that. So we got to figure out a way that we can communicate in order to be able to get the outcomes that we're looking for. Right. No, that is 1000% fact. And I know, I mean, like, just to kind of piggyback on that, I'm using my voice a lot more as well. But I think also, to your point, the thing of being, and we spoke about this, being intentional with how we speak and what we say and stuff like that, and making sure our message is received the way we need it to be received. I remember, like, my husband is a very chill, laid back kind of dude, which is where I've kind of grown to be more of. But like, when I first met him in my 20s, I was not that. And I'm very like speak. I already talk with my hands, but so, you know, when the anger, the frustration is like, and raising the voice, and he's like, hey, I need you to, can you bring it down a little bit, because I don't want to go here, and you, so just bring it down. And how much does that piss you off, though? Girl. I'm telling you, in the beginning, it was like, well, I don't feel like I can be who I
I don't feel like I can be who I am. And I gotta tone it down and blah 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 blah. But then realizing it's not about that. It's like it's about being able to relay the message in the way for the person to be able to receive it.
So that you can get what you want.
So that I can get what I want and what I need out of the conversation. Because if I'm sitting here, like voice raised, all up in your face, like hands moving and stuff like that, the only thing you're responding to and reacting to is my actions and the way that I'm saying it versus what I'm actually saying. So it's like, yeah, you definitely got to take a step back and be like, okay, is this working? Because if it ain't, then we need to adjust, right? But I would say also the other thing, in addition to speaking my mind a little bit more and using my voice, is also definitely setting boundaries for myself and doing my best to stick to them.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Because it can be difficult. It can be difficult, but I think one of the things that is helping me is kind of, as I go through situations, is taking a step back and analyzing them and thinking about them and reassessing. And it's like, okay, how did I handle that? Could I have done this differently? How did that work? And then just kind of like keeping track of that, so I know, okay, note to self, next time this happens, I need to respond this way. Because I think that's the part for me sometimes, is like when I get thrown into a situation, I'm not as quick on my feet.
Right.
When it comes to responding. Like, I need to take a second. I need to like step back. And that's the reason why a lot of times, I think for a long time, I didn't speak on things when they bothered me, because it was like, I need to think, and I don't want to, and I know it might sound bad, but it's like, I don't want to have to come back and apologize for anything that I say.
No, I think that's wise.
Right.
I think that's wise. But what I will say is sometimes we try to control the outcome, so we overthink.
Yes.
Like, oh, well, if I say this, then they're gonna react this way, and if I do this, then they're gonna do that.
Yeah. No, yes.
They might not even. Yeah. I do it to myself all the time, and that's why sometimes I'm like, oh, it's not even worth saying that, or I knew you was gonna do that, bro.
Right, let it go.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Right.
And you're gonna have to deal with that when it happens. Yeah. But you do your part, and then you gotta realize, like, okay, well, if they're gonna be that way, they're gonna be that way. I can't control them or their response. Right. So I ain't dealing with it.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't. You. Sometimes you just move on. That's growth too. You ain't gotta stay where you ain't comfortable, where you don't want to be. They don't want you.
Facts.
Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack.
I feel like we're going to have to put like a disclaimer just like at the top of this.
Yeah, because we don't got the rights to that song neither. Sorry. It came at the right time. We appreciate you.
Listen, I saw the meme. It was like, if you can't appreciate me busting out in the middle of a song while we having conversations, like, me and you can't be friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
Real that. Yep. 5 big Birkin bag, hold 5, 6 figures. That's what I did. It's just relations. Just relates. I got a lot more.
So, as we've been talking about, like, growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. What is one of the most, like, uncomfortable things that you're doing right now on purpose?
Walking away from relationships that don't serve you.
Ooh.
Now, it's hard. It's a grieving. Oh, it's a grieving process. It's a big change. But, hey, it's time. It's just time.
Self-preservation. Like, it's, again, uncomfortable.
Yeah, and sometimes we make choices that wasn't the right choice. Sometimes we do things for reasons that, we wasn't right when we made those choices. And you live with them, you try to live with them, but that's not my story. And I know this ain't the purpose-filled life that's for me. Just staying sad.
Staying. Because like when you think about it, it's like we talk about, we're in our 40s. When you stay in a situation or in a relationship or a friendship or whatever, like, that's like, you talking about like for the rest of my life, I'm supposed to be like unhappy in this unhappiness.
And it's not even just unhappy. It's just about like uncomfortable or, not at rest, not at peace, can't breathe.
At peace.
Can't breathe. Like the walls feel so tight. It's just like, it's not healthy.
No.
It's not healthy. Like, forget happy. It's not healthy. When your medicine cabinet is full of prescription meds because you got all kind of ailments, it's not healthy. That wasn't for you.
Yeah.
That wasn't for you, and it's okay.
That is a fact.
And if it is for you, it will be for you. So, but you still got to go through the process.
Yeah. And it shouldn't require, if it's for you, it ain't gonna require prescription meds to deal with it. Let's say say that. Let's say that. And it's one of those things, like there's a book that is called and I forget who the author is, but it's like the body tells, I think it's the body tells it all, the body tells the story, right? It's like all of these things that we put ourselves through. We don't really realize how much effect it has on our body. It's not just our mental and everything else. It's our physical. Like, your body is physically holding on to this trauma, and you don't recognize it until, one, you remove yourself from the situation, and then two, I mean, you get like a really good stretch. And you get a really good stretch, and you get popped and cracked a couple times, and then you realize, like, wow, like I was tight. I was tight. I was holding on to all of this, and our bodies, like, it's just the way our bodies are designed. So it's like, keep that in mind. It's not just a mental thing. It is a spiritual thing too. It's like it's a physical. Your body takes on all of that trauma. So, yeah.
And I know for me, like, the way I grew up, my mother told me, like, you ain't got to look like what you going through. So, literally, probably, y'all, when I'm the most stressed up, when I'm real bad, it's probably because my life is in shambles, my girl.
She got on that 3. Oh,
I got on I'm student and booty. I got heels on, like, lips popping. Oh, yeah.
She going through some things.
Life is really, really hard, okay? Because I'm going to stand on that. Like,
so you gotta,
when you see me in my comfortable fits and stuff, it's probably more because I'm chilled, I'm relaxed, and I'm good, But yeah, I'm trying to cover up a lot with that, looking good on the outside.
Yeah, and that makes sense, and I think we all do that, right? It's like, we gotta.
Nah, some people be looking busted in this stuff. No.
It's like, oh no, you're going through some things.
Yeah, look, you look like you're going through some things.
But no, like, I think.
But I can't lose no weight with that. Like, that'd be the one thing. I could be sick, I could be tired, I could be fed up. I ain't losing no weight.
But see, that's the thing, is your body is like, because your cortisol is high.
I get it.
And I know, like, speak on it, because I'm the same way. It's like, you think that, I can lose this weight because I'm stressed and I ain't really eating and stuff like that, but your body is in survival mode. Your body is like, yeah, no, we're gonna have to hold on to everything right now, because we don't know, like, how this is going to go. So it's like, keep that in mind. Like, again, your body holds on to it all and knows it all. So
yeah, literally, when you said that, survival mode, I was actually talking to a girlfriend the other day, and I told her, because my therapist busted me in the head with it, like, you have to redefine strength. Yeah. Because sometimes you're just surviving, and it's like, and you say, like, I'm tired of being strong. You're not really being strong. You're surviving.
Yeah.
And when we get out of that mode, then we can better define what strength looks like. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
it's a big difference. But we've always gone to, I'm a strong Black woman, or I hold the weight of the world on my shoulders. You making it, but you ain't strong,
right? And I mean, like, I've never heard that, and that's so perfect. Like it describes it so perfect, because we do feel like, because we're doing so much, because we're trying to keep everything together and doing all this stuff, is we're being strong. And it's like, no, you're in survival mode at this point.
Yeah, the strength part comes from removing yourself from that situation. Doing the things. That's where the strength part is. You know what I'm saying? That's the strength. That's telling your family, like, look, I'm not gonna be the only one doing all the dishes and cleaning the house. Like, y'all kids gonna get chores. This man all of y'all can work just as hard as me.
My shoulders.
I'm gonna drop this backpack off. We gonna share this struggle. So, yeah, like that's the strength part.
That, man. Speak on it. Words.
Hey,
mic drop. Gems.
Therapy. Okay. It works. Yes.
I will say, and we talked about this before, the podcast, doing this podcast is definitely something way out of my comfort zone. Like as it is for both of us, like way out of our comfort zone. But again, we're led by purpose, led by passion and purpose, and it's like it's helping us both grow. It's helping us deal with things and grow through things, right? And so I'm super grateful, but it is definitely very, very much something doing on purpose that has me way out of my comfort zone.
And it's also helping us be accountable. Because what I've noticed about the both of us, the things that we're saying to you guys, like, yeah, we talking. This is what we like, really girlfriend talk, but like we can't just say it and not do it,
right?
Right. And so it has been very eye opening and very therapeutic for me. Very like therapeutic for me. This wasn't like the first podcast that I was introduced to, but I knew I wasn't ready. Like, I'm not a talker. Like, oh, I can talk. Like, yeah. I talk shit with the best of them. Like, I can talk. But, like, this kind of stuff like this right here, this is, like, very different for me. Like, I just get very uncomfortable. I can give a talk at work speaking on something because I'm an expert. That just rolls off my tongue very easily. But these kind of intimate, conversations, with people I don't know, like I don't know, like I feel like I would be judged, or why you look like that, why your hair like that, why your all of the things, because social media, people be so nasty in them comments. So nasty. You would never say that stuff to people's face. You would never. No. Like, oh, you Twitter finger happy egg. These people be going in. Like, they would never say none of that to the people's face. And that's why they'd be the main ones with their profile pictures, not a picture of them. Because they fake. Yeah. They scared. They punk. Nobody care, because guess what with social media? Block. Delete it. We ain't gotta hear that. We ain't dealing with that.
With it, right? But then, and that's more about them. That's all about them versus you, right? It has nothing to do with you. It's all about their issues and their insecurities and everything like that.
But maybe we need to grow a little bit, because that is engagement. Maybe we just need to let them. We should just go back and forth. We just should go back and forth. We can match. Look. I pray for you. I love you. Just keep pissing them off so they keep going.
Catch you on a day. I got time. Let's go.
It just depends. Maybe I need to blow off some steam.
Right.
Nah, but so far so good. Y'all been great, guys.
Absolutely. We love you guys. So, has there been any barriers that you've had to go through, or things that have been difficult for you to kind of like let go and release throughout this process? Or what is something that you had to let go and release to really kind of progress?
Fear. Fear is a mind killer. Fear.
It is.
Fear.
It is.
It it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, it's control,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm leaning.
All the way.
I'm leaning in.
All the way. All the way.
I'm leaning so far we about to fall over. Like, yeah, because absolutely. I mean, what y'all think? Because
yeah. Fear will it can have a chokehold on all of us. It has a chokehold on many of us until you learn to push through. And even then, it still kind of creeps.
Yeah, because it cancels dreams. Like I was watching the show on TV, and the contestants have to go on there and audition, and they were like, "Well, I knew I could sing. People have been telling me to sing, but I've never sang in front of anybody." And they end up getting golden tickets. The main ones who scared, just nervous, or just sitting on their gifts. And then when they finally step out of fear, or everybody told me that I was too skinny, or I, was too fat, or whatever have you. And they sat on their talents and their dreams, and it's delayed their process.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Because it'll make you not do the thing that you need to do or what you're supposed to do.
Or what's purpose for you.
I was just about to say, and not moving your purpose out of fear. I follow, and I cannot think of her last name, Priscilla
Shira.
Yep. Yes. And she had a talk one time, and like this just stuck with me. And she was just like, especially when God is directing you to move in a certain way, it's like, she said, His will be done regardless. It's just a matter of whether you will be a part of that.
Oh.
I was like,
slap me in the face, ma'am.
It's just a matter of whether you will be a part of it when it happens. And it's like,
she stepped on tell.
And she was talking about herself, because in when it came to her doing her first movie and stuff like that, she was like, I'm not an actress and all these other things. Yeah. It's like, and the fear got in her to make her not want to do it. But yeah, it's like, no, like you cannot allow it to cripple us into not doing the things that we're supposed to be doing and not moving in the purposeful way that we're supposed to be moving in. So
yeah, because my sister bust me in my head with that word quick. God didn't give you the spirit of fear. She was bam, think of a scripture. Bam, think of a scripture. Bam, bam, bam. I'll be like, okay, you got me. Okay. I get it. Girl, I love her for that. Like, oh, that's my girl. Thank you. She been supporting me, baby.
Yes, because you need it. You need it. Not you, like, specifically.
Yeah, but all of us need that. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. And I will say, along with the fear, for me is like people pleasing. I had to let that go.
I'm glad, because I was on you,
and you were, and I so appreciate you for that. Because it was a lot. I was doing too much, doing the most, and it was putting a strain on me and my mental and my spiritual and everything else.
You was tired, friend.
I was tired,
boss. I was tired. I was like, T calendar was hurt. Peg, I'd be like, girl, how do you manage to be there for everybody? Like, how do you do, like, event after work, after church, after,
listen,
you showed up.
Stressed out.
Everybody love you for it, though. Everybody loves you for it. But we also all are in agreement with, yeah, babe, you could slow down. But we always invite you, like, we want you to be there.
Right, but
we need you as a support. But if you can't, we ain't mad.
Right. And it took me a while to be okay with that. Like, listen, I gotta put me first, and as much as I want to be there. And I think that was the thing. It was like being concerned that people didn't know how much I wanted to be there and how much I wanted to support and all of these things. But yeah, I had to
we get it.
That shit go. Cause it was wearing me down. So thank you for all your support.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much. And then like,
sit down, T. No. Say no.
Tell him no.
Tell him no. You want me to call him for you? T can't make it, okay?
Sometimes I need that. Like
we all need that sometimes. Yeah. Like, we be scared to do what we know we're supposed to do. Yeah. And every time it's okay. Like, let your people step in for you. Like, yeah. I've been going back and forth with the IRS, and I'm right. I'm right. I got my documentation. I'm good. But the bureaucracy of the whole thing is so stupid. It's so stupid. So I was like, Auntie, can you call for me? Please. Because I have to go to work. I have to do all these things. And it just drains me. Like, I've literally sat on the phone for 2 hours. And sometimes it's like, yeah, Mom, you got this. I know we grown and all that. But we help me.
Please.
Oh,
please.
I mean, you see how we get to talk about all of our growth moments. So we would love to hear from you all. Start subscribing. Just pay us some attention. Love on us a little bit. We love on you back. We do our best to try to respond to everybody. We appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourself. Remember to breathe, walk away, and lean in.
Yes.
What else?
As much as you need to. Don't be afraid to pivot, move, and adjust as you need to. Start over as you need to. It is okay. Mm-hmm. And lean on your support system and stop people pleasing. And say what you need to say.
Say no.
And say no. Say what you need to say. Because what they say, no is a whole statement in itself.
You ain't gotta explain. Sentence. No. Period.
So, we love you guys.
Good night.
Till next time.